there are many, a good number of pastors who won't preach the tough issues because they're afraid that they're going to, or be involved politically because they're afraid they're going to lose their tax-exempt status. And until we have somebody on a national level to address that, we're going to be muzzled and real effectual change can't happen. A lot of Christians don't vote, and a lot more of them vote for the wrong people because they're not informed what we do to free our pulpits to say what needs to be said.
We bring the IRS to heel, which means that they are no longer this unit of the government that oppresses, threatens, and otherwise extorts money. And if you don't do it their way or see the world through their lens, they send you a nasty letter saying, we didn't like your last pastor's memo to the church, which we've attached a copy. Could you please explain to me where your faith derives? Like they did to the Tea Party groups, and I know that they've been going after some churches that are politically active. So the short answer is we bring the IRS to heel, and we have them do their job and only their job. I mean, I think all of us, if I remember right, would like to dramatically reduce or eliminate the IRS if possible and find an easier, more efficient, cheaper way to collect taxes. But until we reach that dream, we need to make sure that they're working on behalf of the taxpayers for legitimate purposes and not threatening pastors who merely want to educate their flock as to what the Scripture teaches them about their civic duties.
Boils down to First Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of religion. If you're a nonprofit organization, if you're, I'm sure, I don't know if you're affiliated with any religion or not, but if you're of the religion of, I'm a Christian and these are my beliefs and A, B, C, D, and some of it ties in with American politics, you should be free to say it. You shouldn't be intimidated by the IRS, shouldn't be intimidated by the government. If you start turning a profit, if you start using your profits in wrong ways, well then we do need to keep an eye on them because there are some churches out there that do stuff. But as a general rule of thumb, though, you do have the freedom of speech, freedom of expression. And if you're not turning a profit, if you're not doing something illegal, you shouldn't have anything to hide. But at the same time, I do echo your sentiments that you shouldn't also be intimidated into censoring yourself.
Thank you. Those are both very good answers. And so I'm going to divert a little bit, and it's something that we talked about before coming into this room. We talk about living your life and how you live your life, and that's an example that you should show other people. You know, your past performance is indicative of the way you will live your life. And I started teaching Sunday school in my church when I was a high school senior. I taught the second grade class. And that's something that I continue to do. And when I moved away from home, I maintained membership and connection with my church back home. So when my husband and I moved back home, it was the same church that we had been married in. It was the church I'd been baptized in. It's the church that I taught Sunday school in. My husband and I started teaching Sunday school again. So we've taught Sunday school for years. And the past couple of years now, we have taught confirmation. And this will be the first year that I am not able to teach confirmation because I'm on the road so much. So beyond the IRS and the First Amendment, I would say that not only do we have to have churches and the population within that church that's sharing that message, it's incumbent upon all of us as people of the church to go out and lead by example. So we know, and we talk about this in the state senate all the time, is we can't mandate that somebody is a good parent. We can't mandate that somebody's going to be a good citizen or think the same way that we do. But we can lead by example. And that's my challenge, is to the people that belong to a church, is to go out and share that faith and those thoughts with their neighbors and get them engaged also. So I commend you for standing up and doing what you believe is right. And I challenge everybody to do the same. So I think it takes a community to go out and touch other people and share that message. Thank you.